The journey ahead. The man I present to you today is a man by the name of Dr. Lee Roberson, pastor known for the great Highland Park Baptist Church in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He was born in a small cabin, 1909. Louisville was the city. He entered into this world. He did not know Christ as Savior. Began to attend Sunday school. A teacher by the name of Mrs. Daisy Hawes, he preached about her so many times, loved him, cared for him, brought him to Christ. And at age 18, he was called of God to preach. In 1928, he entered college and went to Russellville, Kentucky. 1928, he paid his way through college washing dishes, cleaning floors, scrubbing, and eventually earned a master's in history. From there, he studied also in Cincinnati at the conservatory, had a great voice. Oh, could Dr. Lee Roberson sing. And he was hired actually to be a singer on the radio programs there in that greater southern area of Nashville. He went into the ministry, and his first church was called Germantown Baptist Church, right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. From there, he went to Greenbrier Baptist Church in Greenbrier, Tennessee. From there, he went to Alabama, right outside of Birmingham. There's a city called Fairfield. And in 1942, he landed exactly the place where God would have him serve out his ministry for 40 years and 6 months. October of 1942, the great Highland Park Baptist Church asked him to be their pastor. The church grew to a membership of over 25,000 with 61,000 converts baptized. He had minimum of 1,500 baptized a year for 40 years straight. Now you just think of the miracle of that, 30 a week for all those many years. He was just a tremendous man. He was a very humble man, a musical man, a missionary-minded man. Great missionary program, great missions program, great bus ministry. Out front of the church, there was a stop light that they erected there. It did not direct traffic, but they had red and yellow, and they always had the green light on. They called it the Church of the Green Light. In 1946, he began Tennessee Temple schools, and thousands, literally thousands of students came to that great place and were trained for the gospel ministry, for here in the States and abroad. He was out preaching when he heard of the sickness of his little daughter, and he raced home through the night hours, only to discover that little Joy in 1946 was going to pass away. His heart was so grieved, along with his wife, that he decided in time to, let's buy this property. I've been there. It's called Camp Joy. And thousands of young people every summer went there free of charge to be trained under the gospel ministry of Dr. Lee Roberson. They had a daily radio broadcast called the Gospel Dynamite. He had a Sunday night broadcast. I recall one time he was visiting here and said, now, Brother Trieber, every Sunday, you need to have something big. Have Friend Day, have Neighbor Day, have Transportation Day, have Employer Day, have, and it went on and on. I said, every Sunday, do something, win the lost, bring them here, bring them to the house of God. What a great, great man of God. I thank God for the memory of the many times he preached here. God used a man who was just a normal man, not really had a lot of special gifts other than the fact that God was all over his heart. And when God got a hold of him, God got a hold of his voice. He began to sing, began to preach. He preached with such compassion. You young people like this, he preached about only 25 to 30 minutes. And it was always powerful, and always after souls, and always after people. That was his journey. God's called him to heaven now, and he's on the other side. But I tell you what a memory of a great man of God, Dr. Lee Roberson.